welcome. So on the last video, we basically managed to store the data into our local storage, as you can see them there. So the issue that we are having is that when the app kickstarts again, we want to be able to check whether we have items in the local storage and then re-render them there. Right, so that's where our initial app function comes in. So we need to check if there is local data. Basically, I'll create a variable here. Just made it async there. Create a variable, and what we're gonna call it is local data, which will be equal to an await. We need to wait to basically fetch this data, right? So we say local storage dot get item. And what item do you want to get? We want to get the we do data, right? And just to show you how it looks like, so just say console.log do that guy, and log him there, log it there so we can view it. Right, if we come to our console, you can see that there is nothing there because once we refresh, it's logged our current data. So let's say boom, create. All right, refresh. Now we can see that we are now getting our current data there. If you don't know what happened, is I created that task basically. When I refreshed, triggered this function here. Last function here basically took the app, the data, and stored it into our local storage, right? And then when it came back, where's my application? Oh, there's the application, which is right there. And when it refreshed, when it reloaded, it triggered this initial init app function, which basically checked if the data is there. All right, so now what we'll do is we'll say let data is equals to json dot pass, because we stringified it here, so we need to pass it. And what we need to pass, we need to pass we need to pass the local data. We'll just run an if statement, and you say if the local data dot, if the length is greater than 0, all right, then what you want to do is say I want the to-dos to be equal to the data, right? And then obviously the application will render, will trigger the render to do, which will hopefully list the items there. Now if we refresh, same thing, we lose the data for now. And just recreate the data there, boom, adds boom, scrutiny, there we go, we add scrutiny there as well. When we refresh, you can see that our data remain. Now it doesn't matter how many times we refresh, our data comes back as that. If we add new stuff, say shopping, need to go shopping, it will be added there. When you refresh, it remains. We can still, every other function still works, but the key thing is that now we are keeping the data now into our systems. So I'll just copy that, close it there, rerun the application. You can see that my data still remain. I have not lost a single item. Right.